That was my first time hearing the first mix of Interlude, and I was amazed by how Anton had taken all of my compositions and really brought them to life. I want to guide you through the rest of the EP process, the mixing, the artwork and the distribution. But first, I have some amazing news for you. I had my first piano lesson in Aarhus this previous week. The teacher seemed very competent and he quickly accepted my situation, and then we just went to work. He gave me an approach to for learning hand independence as well as improvisation, which is something I really struggle at, and it's definitely a weakness of mine. So I've been diving into these exercises and they are very rewarding. I'm definitely excited to work with him going forward. Now the lessons are very expensive, and as you know, I've been quite worried about my unstable income these past months. But then I got a job, and not only did I get a job, I got a 25-hour per week job, which is what I had set out to find. Then I have some goals which are not necessarily music related, but at least it aids the process. I want to get a 25-hour per week job, and also I want to do something. It's perfect. I feel happier, I feel more driven, I feel more creative, and I think the reason is that I just have a way greater balance between what I want to do and what I really have to do. And with this balance, I just feel like practicing becomes more fun, and even work becomes more fun. Doing all sorts of projects becomes more fun. I just really enjoy the current state of things. Now back to the EP. I gave Anton a full month to mix the EP. I didn't tell him anything about how I wanted the EP to be mixed or what kind of sound I had in mind. I just left it completely open to his interpretation of the music. And I did this on purpose, of course. This was all intentional. I wanted the mixing process to be a learning experience just as much as the writing was. My hope was that Anton would come up with some new ideas, new colors and new flavors to the music, which I had not thought about myself. I really feel like Anton took this challenge to heart, and I was really surprised by not only the quality of the first drafts, but also the new ideas he added to the music. I listened to each mix twice, once in my headphones and once on my speakers, and a lot of the ideas Anton came up with are kept within the mix. But then if he deviated too much from the sound I had in mind, I would begin to guide him back on track. What we ended up with is, at least to me, a very creative and a very honest and release-ready product, which I happen to be very proud of having finished now. Meanwhile, I had a very tough time trying to come up with an idea for the artwork, and I was considering all sorts of things. I was considering a symbolic motif, or maybe a portrait of myself, or maybe something which would indicate the genres involved in the EP. Then the day before the deadline, I ended up panicking because now not only did I not have an artwork, I was also very short on time to execute something. So I ended up loading up canva.com, which I also use for my thumbnails, and I used the library files to create something, and you tell me what it is. To me it's the first octave of a piano, but to you it may be something else. When the deadline arrived, the 6th of March, I called my good friend Oliver, aka Sinity, aka Ausmark, aka probably a lot of other things. Just look him up, he makes awesome music. And then he guided me through the distribution of the EP using the service DistroKit. The EP should be distributed by the time this video vlog is airing on YouTube, and the music will be available anywhere you would usually listen to music. I really hope you'll go take some time off to listen to it, and if you enjoy it or have any comments about it, just let me know. If you want to support what I do or support my future projects, I would advise you to either buy the album or put your favorite songs from the EP onto your playlist and just listen to them from time to time, and that would hopefully be enough to keep this business going for a long time. Thank you for watching this one. I can't define where I'm trying to go. I can't point my finger and say, that's where I belong. Neither can I just sit around and wait for clarity. I must do something and be willing to fail. This EP may not be my sound, and it may not belong to a vision, but it is still a precondition.